Good morning, we're here at the Raven Inn to meet a team who've successfully campaigned to save and buy their village pub. Good morning, sir, how are we?
Good morning.
So, how long is it going to be until you pull the first pint?
Really, how long's a piece of string? We bought the pub a few days ago. We need to complete on it all the legal stuff that you need to do. We know there's a lot of work that needs to be done inside, and we haven't looked inside yet. We haven't been inside, but we know from photographs there's a lot of work to be done. We will turn it round as soon as we can, because we want the Raven serving pints for the locals as soon as possible. It's going to be a few months at the best, I think.
Fair enough. With pubs failing up and down the country, why are you guys so confident that you can make this one a success?
Early in the days when we started off this process, we knew we needed help. We were new to it. There's an organisation called the Plunkett Foundation that we joined. They help people do exactly what we've just managed to do. And at the last count, they are responsible, or they have been involved in 100 pubs across the UK, which were just like the Raven, apparently not making any money, apparently no one was turning up. They were closed and quite often tried to be sold off for development. But of all of those 100 pubs, they are all still successful. And some of those have been running for years. So because it is involved in the community, because the community is so much into this, as with other pubs, it really follows. If the community are prepared to work for 3 and a bit years, as we have here, then the community are going to turn up at the pub and support it. So absolutely no doubt about that.
Give me an idea of what the last 3 years have been like for you.
It's been a lot. Well, I say it's been a long 3 years. Obviously, we've had something called COVID that came along in the middle, haven't we? Which mucked up everything for all of us. But it's been a long 3 years. We've seen off 2 planning applications. We've had public meetings. We've conducted a survey of the community to find exactly what they want, because it can't be what we think they want. It has to be what people actually want. So we've done all of those things. There have been times where it's been quiet for a long time, where we've not known what's going on, despite trying through various different sort of channels to find out what's going on. So I won't say it's been difficult. It's been a long sort of path, but we've almost gone from the long marathon, which it's been, to really the hard work starts now, because there's a lot of work going to be done in the Raven. It has to be.
Excellent. How does it feel now that the campaign is over? Is the campaign over?
The campaign to save the Raven is over, and that's, there have been times where I didn't think I'd be saying that, to be absolutely honest. But the campaign to save the Raven is now over. It feels good. You know, I think today maybe a bit of a celebration, but I'll tell you what, I think there's more relief than anything amongst all of us here. Relief that we finally made absolutely certain that the Raven isn't going to be bulldozed. And all right, it's chilly here today, but it's much preferable being here today with these folk rather than lying down in front of a bulldozer, so I'll go for that.
And what's next?
What's next is, as I say, completing on the pub, getting in there, doing the work that needs to be done, involving all the community in that, because that's how these things work, that's how they've worked in the past, looking at people in the community who can help us one way or another, involving everybody in that. In fact, just today someone said, I don't like that sign, perhaps we'd have a competition to design a new sign. Great idea. All that sort of stuff. People don't have to spend money, they can lend a bit of elbow grease, loads of volunteers for that already, and do what we can as a community. This has really galvanised the communities of culture through Gladesbury. We need to be absolutely certain that the steps forward continue to galvanise and use all that goodwill there is out there.
Superb. And who are all these people?
All these people are people who have supported us throughout the time, a lot via Facebook, a heck of a lot in the community who don't do Facebook, and people have come along here today just to say, thank heavens we've done it.
Superb. Thanks very much, Peter.
Okay, thank you.
All the best.